Welcome to this worship tutorial. So it's going to be on One Thing by Hillsong. And in this tutorial I'm going to be doing the keys parts and the electric guitar parts. So firstly, let me just chat about the equipment I'm going to be using. I've got this controller over here connected to an audio interface connected to the MacBook, which runs MainStage, and that's how we're running our synths. I've also got this Korg Nano Control 2, which very nicely plugs into MainStage as well, and I'll explain more about that now. But on the electric guitar side, I've got an electric guitar, and I'm using a Line 6 Helix LT for the sounds. So those are the things I'm using. In your context, you might be using something a little bit different. Either way, I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on what parts you actually play, and the sound side of things, that's for each person to figure out how you want to try to emulate the sounds or change them to your preference. So in this video, I'm going to be using my own method for writing music. It's called graphic notation. It's very different to your traditional music notation, and I think it's useful in this context because you probably find most worship pianists don't know how to read music. So for this video and for this context, you can pretty much anyone can learn to read this, and it's quite quick and easy. It pretty much is like a guitar tab for keyboard. And for the guitar, obviously I'll be using guitar tabs as well. So you'll see the notation that I'm using. I hope you like it as well. Something that has been in development for quite long. So I like it, I love teaching with it, and I hope you enjoy using it as well. And all the sheet music for the parts that I've written for One Thing will be available for download, printable. And you can find that in the link in the description below. Alright, so let's begin with the keyboard parts. So I just want to say quickly that, whenever you're finding sounds, you're trying to emulate what the original track is doing. And you're not always going to do that perfectly, but you just got to find a sound that you feel is acceptable. And that's what I've done in this situation. So with the intro, what you have is two different sounds. You've got a piano sound playing some nice chords, and you've got the synth lead. So I've combined the two, and I've got the synth lead with a bit of a piano sound at the bottom. So the synth bass, like that, with a piano tone. Alright, so you're gonna not use the sustain pedal for the beginning, just to get the right sound. You're just gonna so that's it. Like I said, it doesn't sound exactly the same, but it sounds good enough, and I like it. And then so that basically continues throughout the intro and verse until you get to the first chorus, which is a down chorus. And so basically you're gonna play this. Stay on the A minor, leading into the next verse. Then leading into the second chorus, that same tone is going to continue into the first chorus. Leading into the second chorus, I'm going to bring some new tones in. So I'm going to increase the tone on this one side here, on the wonder lead, and then this one I'm going to also bring it up to the top. And you want a nice bright cutting sort of sound that cuts through the mix for this big chorus. So this is how it's going to sound. right, and that's basically your chorus part. It's an essential part to have involved in the song, and I think it's really just makes that chorus what it is, to have that high keyboard riff. It really is essential, so well worth spending the time to learn it and practice it. And then so coming into the bridge, what you're going to do is there's this guitar riff that's going to start. I'm going to bring in this pad over here to the top, and then I'm going to just like that. I don't want that to be a chord, So I'm going to bring in this pad here, and then I'm going to use the pitch wheel to just increase it for this next part. And you kind of want to drag up the going up to the E, and then bring it down quite quickly as well. So you drag that out, and then you drop it quickly. And that basically covers it for the keys parts. So I'll do a playthrough now. Let's go. It's promises.
Of water and wine, I've emptied the cup. to be with you, my God, and I sing.
Okay, so let's do the guitar parts for the song. So this is more of a keys-driven song, and the guitar actually plays like sort of second fiddle to the keys in this song, which is quite cool. Normally it's the other way around. The guitar is more of a supportive act. So anyway, so you have the keyboard intro, and only on the what did I say, line 2 of the intro, so in the sort of like 4th bar of the intro, do you have this little guitar riff come in. So first let's just talk about tones. On my Helix LT, I've got some delay, and I've set the tempo to be similar to one thing. I don't know what it is right now. I can't actually tell you what the tempo is, but I'll just use a tap tempo. Just so before, when the song starts, I tap and I get my tempo to be set exactly to the same, so that my delay syncs with the beats of the music, which is always quite nice. And then I'm going to have a little bit of reverb as well. And the other things I will be using in this song are my tube drive, which is like sort of my low drive, which I'm going to use. I'm not going to be using the high gain for anything in this song, and then a boost as well at certain points. Anyway, just for this beginning part, so we just have this riff. Alright, you might want to even play a little bit brighter there. I'm not sure if you want to just... So on the sheet music, that S means slide. So you're sliding up to the 9th fret. Just adds a nice little effect. Alright, and that's really that simple. Then the verse carries. Then with the first chorus, the down chorus, you're going to have keep a similar tone. Just don't be on your bridge pickup, I don't think. It'll be too bright. So you go back to your rhythm pickup, and then you're just going to play these nice big chords. Ideally you want to play open chords for this, because that F2, you're going to really it's going to sound quite nice to play that. Hopefully I can put a chord diagram up of how to play this F2. It just sounds really nice over this chorus. So it's just going to be some nice. And your A minor 7th. That F2 is necessary rather than the 3rd note. The 2 sounds really good. So that's those just gentle strums in the first chorus. Sounds pretty good. And then chorus, same thing. So you're now going to get your low gain on, and in this next chorus you're just going to be like in this song, like I was showing you earlier, the keyboard is playing the lead, and generally speaking, well, a lot of the time the synths are going to do the mid-range stuff and play like just some big chords filling the space. In this song, the keyboard is playing a high lead and not doing too much in the mid-range, so this is where the guitar really needs to step up and fill that mid-range area with these big chords as well. So it's an essential part of this mix, and the keyboard's not going to be able to do what it's doing as effectively unless the electric guitar is stepping up and playing these nice big chords. So but fairly simple stuff. Alright, and then so after the second chorus, the big chorus, you can have this sort of pre-bridge riff, and it's just quite simple. It's so you're going to want to have your delay on there. So there's like 4 bars of really just like empty space leading into the bridge riff that's going to start. So whether you feel like doing this part or not, it's up to you, but it fills the space quite nicely. And you just need to make sure that leading into the bridge riff that you're ready. So when that bridge riff kicks in, you're going to hit your low gain and you're going to hit your boost. You want to get really nice and big with this riff. It really needs to be quite bright and forward. I'm going to also be on my bridge pickup so that the guitar is nice and bright as well, and just really leading the way into this bridge. So it's quite loud. But yeah, so you want it to be very present. And then so that's basically all the guitar parts for the song. So yeah, let's do a bit of a playthrough now. So thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you to prep for band, or just to learn some things about synths and electric. So I just want to encourage you that if you are an electric or keys player, a very nice thing is just to make sure you're getting in touch with the fellow band members, especially the keys or electric guitar, because it's so important that these two instruments are working in unison and working in harmony together. And so if you can sort of figure out what your keys player is going to be doing as an electric guitarist, that'll help you to do your job better. So always a good idea to communicate and just make sure you're on the same page. So anyway, if you like this video and it helped you, you're welcome to get in touch and let me know any other songs that you might want to learn. If there's a song that's been challenging you, or maybe you need a bit of help with, give me a shout, drop a line in the comments, and maybe I can make the song that you need. So thank you for watching this video, and God bless.